Welcome back, YouTube. We are back with some more Sunny V2. I the name almost escaped me. Ah, we got this. Sunny V2 on Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4 destroyed ESL by the way. Destroyed Rodrick's life. I'm not restarting. Uh, I've never watched or read. I know these are books because as a kid, bro, everyone had these books. And I never got them. I never read them. I didn't get why. It confused me, man. Everyone had these books, and that's what they used to read when it came to like, oh, choose a book to read. I don't even remember what I read really. I don't think I read at all. I can't. I'm terrible at reading. But yeah. Before we get started, if you have any suggestions for any videos for me to watch, playlists, compilations, anything like that, please consider checking my Discord, which is in the description down below. And while you're down there, consider subscribing if you're a returning viewer or a new viewer. It'd be amazing if I get to hit 500 subs by Christmas. Hopefully, we'll get there. Anyway, let's go.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4 hired a whole different cast from the 3 original movies. The replacement they used for Rodrick was so brutally criticized it ruined the actor's life.
I did go through a depressive episode for almost 3 years afterwards, and it kind of ruined my acting career.
You see, the original Rodrick set the bar extremely high. He was simply a downright legend. OG Rodrick was the cool big brother that everyone looks up to, whilst also being very relatable as a character. In most Diary of a Wimpy
He's not the main character. He's the older brother. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. When you get replaced and you have to live up to people's expectations, kind of like who is it? Henry Cavill getting replaced by Liam Hemsworth, I believe. I don't know how that went because I stopped watching as soon as he wasn't there anymore, bro. I just went, hey, Henry Cavill, the law master himself, isn't there. Hey, it's not for me anymore. But what's there is one that did work. Oh, I forgot his name. Don Cheadle, I think that's his name, who replaced Terry in Iron Man. And he became Rhodey. I loved in that movie where like they revealed him and he says, "I'm here, get over it" or something like that. It was like a message to the fans. It's like it's a switch of character, but get over it. We're just gonna keep going. This train is just gonna keep going as it is. And I guess in that aspect, it can work, and especially it can work if you if your previous actor was like was a freaking nutcase like Terry and Terryology, man. That's crazy rabbit hole. Anyway.
Kid character tier lists, Rodrick is often placed in top position.
He's going at S. Best character in the series. He's always great.
And then a Reddit post asking what's your favorite
I might need to watch
Diary
these
of a
movies,
Wimpy
man.
Kid character, about 80% of people said Rodrick was the best. Much of the character's charm was aided by the actor, with people even calling it the Devin Bostic effect. He played Rodrick into an unbelievably likable character, but Devin Bostic couldn't play Rodrick forever. He was already 19 in the first Wimpy Kid movie, and would have been 26.
19. Yeah, that's the issue with these like franchises. People get older faster, even though like their next iteration is only like a couple of years. Yeah, that just sucks, man. I've thought about this before, but I've thought like in my head like, why don't you just pay them out and it's like full speed ahead, just filming like all the way up. Why can't they just fund it fully? Like all the movies have an ending instead of leaving it open and then waiting till the next year to start filming, start building something. But like have it from start to end. This is the storyline. This is what we're gonna film. and just have a whole period of just filming. Your contract says you can't be sick on these days, not be sick there. You can't be doing another job on these days, stuff like that. And then they just film from start to finish. The whole franchise is done, and then they release it like as normal movies. Like, oh, here's the first movie. 2 years later down the line, here's the other movie. I don't know. I think it might be too much money, to be honest. They just don't want to spend money like that. And Hollywood just likes leaving things open just so they can milk and milk it and milk it. This is why I'm glad, even though season 2 of Arcane was rushed, I am glad that they finished it anyway, instead of leaving things open.
If he appeared in the fourth. Greg Heffley faced a similar problem. Whilst filming the first movie, he was only 12, making him 19 with facial hair by 2017. Creator of the series Jeff Kinney said, "The Wimpy Kid movies are different from Harry Potter, which follows the kids as they age. Main character Greg is frozen in his pre-adolescent amber. You cannot continue to play a wimpy kid when you have muscles and a deep voice."
That's
as a
true.
result, for the fourth movie, they'd replace the entire cast. But the studio didn't tell anyone until the trailer dropped, understandably frustrating the fan base. Oh hell no, WTF, really? I prefer the old cast. The new Greg looks like 5. Bad. I want the old actors back, please. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Nah, this is you can't blame them, man. They can't exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole different vibe if you're not like. But then the backlash of the fans, which do you decide? Like your fans not returning for it, or you trying to keep to like the spirit of the movie of the story? Like they're meant to be kids. They're meant to. It's adolescent stuff. I'm assuming it's like the pains of like adolescence. So I feel bad for them because there's not much you can do. And you just hope that the fans might like this, or new fans are created when swapping out the cast.
This bad feeling turned out to be correct, as whilst the studio was testing the movie, we got a lot of laughs, says Kinney. Then the lights came on and people started asking, why didn't they use the old cast? They were genuinely confused about why we'd replace such a good cast. It took us a little bit off guard. Ironically, the movie begins with Greg stating this
combination of people is just not working.
But there was one specific character who really didn't work. The new Rodrick looks like Lord Farquaad. Rodrick is now a Japanese girl. They seriously couldn't find another Rodrick? They had to
Not the internet, man.
pick someone who looks like they've been adopted. This comment made a pretty good point.
Yeah, not gonna lie. If seeing him from like the rest of the family, he does not look like he's part of it. That is a good criticism of this
Especially
casting.
when looking at scenes like this one. The actor
Yeah, bro looks looks like he just hitchhiked that. He's a hitchhiker, man, and yeah, man, this is.
Charlie Wright was part Japanese and had totally different features to the two supposed parents.
Really?
And while the original Rodrick
Okay.
looked like a teenage band member, the new Rodrick didn't. He didn't exactly look like a person who'd be wearing a Motorhead t-shirt.
No, you're right. I think if they cut his hair, I think it's the long hair, man. If they cut his hair, bro,
The original
it might not help too much, but
Rodrick was also the perfect mix of dumb, smart, evil, and encouraging, whilst they wrote the new Rodrick to just be a stupid imbecile with 0 positive qualities.
I got us.
I'm gonna have to watch this, man. What?
Rodrick, that's a mini safe.
Being only Charlie Wright's 4th ever acting role, his overall performance wasn't exactly amazing, and the internet was quick to let him know. They first mocked his appearance through physical comparison.
No,
The
poor
Joker,
guy,
Michael
man.
Jackson, Lord Farquaad, Lil Tay, Johnny Depp, Edna from
Lil
The
Tay,
Incredibles,
what happened to
Leafy
her?
is here, the chef from Ratatouille, Randall from Monsters Inc. The new Rodrick even looked like a kid the old Rodrick would bully. Whilst all of this
If Rodrick is a bully, then yeah, yeah, he does look like someone who would be bullied. Yeah, this is. Oh, poor guy, man. Poor guy.
was happening, hashtag not my president was trending on Twitter, which people adopted
No,
and
not
parodied
my
to read
Rodrick.
hashtag not my Rodrick. It was photoshopped onto some paper held by Devin Bostic, leading the hashtag to go mega viral.
Wait.
It gained over 200,000 individual Instagram posts.
Wait, is that the name of the old guy? I said the old guy, the old actor, man.
All of which roasting fourth movie Rodrick.
Wait, let's look at it. It is him. Is it photoshopped, or is he actually holding a sign? If he's actually holding the sign, that's bad, because it's not the guy's fault, and you're shitting on him for no reason because the studio made a choice, not the guy. Not the actor, but if it's Photoshop, then yeah, there's not much you can do about the fans, really.
By Devin Bostic, leading the
I'm hoping it's
hashtag to
Photoshop,
go
not
mega
like
viral. It gained over 200,000 individual Instagram posts, all of which roasting fourth movie Rodrick in their own
Walmart.
unique way.
No.
He went from your daughter calls me daddy to can I talk to your manager? Hashtag not my Rodrick. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Name a bigger downgrade, I'll wait. People value the old Rodrick more than ending world hunger, and even re-edited the second movie to have old Rodrick roast new Rodrick.
Oh my god.
Can you explain what you're doing in this photo?
That's not me.
The hashtag became so
That's
popular,
not
people
me.
then began a movement.
No.
On Monday, March 27th, when we returned to school, everyone please write hashtag not my Rodrick on your wrist, which hundreds if not thousands of people actually did. Friend, hey, you've been wearing long sleeves a lot lately. Are you okay? Me, yeah, I'm fine. Not my Rodrick. In the process, they changed his Wikipedia. Charlie Wright is a greasy corn-looking leafy as
Bro, this is. I feel bad. I feel bad. Cause, not gonna lie, I did get like a comment. It wasn't really criticizing. I guess they were like critiquing the way I like react, and not gonna lie, that made me feel bad. Even though like it wasn't from a place of malice or anything, they did explain it a bit further, so like it's understandable, but it felt bad. But that was just one comment that wasn't mean. That wasn't just, hey, end it or something like that. So I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine the hate he went through, man. That's terrible stuff.
here, Jeffree Star's cousin with Down syndrome,
No,
Lord Farquaad
man.
imposter
Poor
Willy
guy.
Wonka looking Pleakley Freak, who's playing my daddy Rodrick Heffley in the 2017 film
I see
Diary
why
of
he
a
went
Wimpy
through
Kid, the
like a
Long Haul. As you can
a
see, he looks
depressive era.
like corn and or a soccer mum. This is not Rodrick. His old Instagram posts filled with nothing but insults, while literally dozens of petitions called for old Rodrick back, one of which gaining over 20,000 signatures. Another petition was proposed on the Wimpy Kid subreddit. Change upvotes to the true Rodrick and downvotes to the fake Rodrick. Almost 7,000 people agreed. Things had gotten so bad, they'd get help from the old Rodrick.
Fox just sent me the new trailer for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, and asked me to make a reaction video.
Who was encouraging to the replacement.
I just wanted to say to Charlie Wright, the new Rodrick, I gracefully pass on this torch as Rodrick. It's time to let go and know that there's a new man in town, and someone's got to rock and roll, and it's you.
But people didn't buy it. He tried to be
They're
nice,
not.
but inside he's screaming.
They're not going to. This is old internet stuff. I'm glad people are getting more knowledgeable now. I'm sure they're less tame. Not less tame. They were less tame, but they're more tame now. Yeah, this harassment nowadays isn't like as crazy as it was back then, because back then people thought you could do anything. There's no repercussions, but there are repercussions, and they have happened, and people like start to see that now, and they do it less, I would say, but yeah, back then, old internet, they're not gonna believe you, even if you're telling them, hey, stop sending hate, then they don't care. Even nowadays, they don't care. They like look at the whole Kai Cenat situation. Kai on stream has been singing Iron Mouse's praises for like the longest time, and some of his fans just don't care. They don't care, and I'm sure when Iron Mouse showed up on his stream, there's probably several more several more like comments on her like posts on her YouTube channel that still hate on her completely, even though Kai is like opposed to all of that hate. You're not gonna change people, man. I guess nothing's changed. Old internet and new internet, they're still terrible people, man.
I thought he was about to cry when he saw the Walmart version Rodrick. You can literally see his sadness from his eyes, even if he's not
Okay, with these comments, yeah, this quality and it doesn't look too good, man. They should have, if they were asking him to do this for marketing reasons, they should have done it like a full film crew, man. Made him look better for it, so he doesn't look like all like
It's Rodrick.
like
It's
this pretty
time
much.
to let go and know.
Yeah, it doesn't seem real when when he says this stuff because I don't know, man.
But people didn't buy it. He tried to be nice, but inside he's screaming. I thought he was about to cry when he saw the Walmart version Rodrick. You can literally see his sadness from his eyes, even if he's not expressing it. Despite the hardcore backlash, the studio thought fans would learn to love the new cast.
But I think that the new cast does a great job.
Kinney believes audiences will come around. People are still so invested, he says. It's gonna take kids a few minutes to adjust to the new cast, and then we're off to the races.
I think it's going to be the best Diary of a Wimpy Kid yet.
A professional critic even said, the long haul is going to be his movie of the summer, says McNamara, who doesn't envision the outcry hurting the movie's box office or home release. However, this wasn't the case. Despite its budget of $22 million, the film opened to earnings of 7.1. It received just 4.3 stars on
7.1.
IMDb and a measly 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. This film is unwatchable. I suffered through 91 minutes, which somehow felt longer than the extended edition of Fellowship of the Ring. The new cast was horrific, the script was aimed at toddlers, and the acting was the worst that I've seen in recent memory. The movie was further blasted in videos such as this one, with 24 frames of Nick stating, "I legit almost puked while watching this movie. I had to pause and rewatch the originals
Okay, man.
just to keep my sanity." Jason
Calm down, buddy. Okay, dude.
Drucker, who played fourth movie Greg Heffley, explained he almost deleted social media due to the backlash, and he wasn't even the primary target of the hate campaign. So how did Charlie Wright feel? Well, 7 years after the movie first came out, he'd make his own YouTube channel and post a video titled Life is Not My Rodrick.
When the world found out that I was playing Rodrick, they weren't very happy. People just didn't like me. I don't know.
He'd explain what had happened as a result of the hashtag.
The random death threats were a little disturbing. And to have people saying that they wished I was dead just for doing my job and being in a movie was kind of crazy.
Also mentioning they cancelled 2 planned sequels.
The other 2
It's not his fault, man.
films that were planned.
Like, why are you blaming this guy? He has no choice in the matter. Like, well, I guess he does. No, he doesn't. This is his career. He got the chance to take it. And if he's not going to take it, if he's like, no, we shouldn't replace Rodrick, bro, someone else is going to replace it. So you might as well take it, take the money, you know? It's the studio, man. If you're going to, which don't send hate, but at least point it in the right direction if you're dumb enough to send hate.
Planned to go ahead after this one were canceled.
Meaning he missed out on a massive sum of money.
So for the first movie, I made $75,000. Now, had we made a second movie, I would have ended up making $125,000 for that one. Okay, last but not least, if we made
Oh yeah, this is like the like how they make deals and stuff, like, because it's not like a deal made for like it's well, There's probably some, but like it's rare to like have deals for like a franchise completely in one contract. They normally just do like one deal per movie, and then your manager would up the ante like, hey, give us more money because our face is already on the first movie. So like, what, you're gonna replace us again like straight after, even though you're making like a chunk of movies together? No. So obviously give us more money for us to stay.
Third movie, I would have made $300,000 on that one.
He'd therefore struggle with his mental health,
I did go through a depressive episode for almost 3 years afterwards.
making leaving his house a troubling experience.
So I had this feeling that whenever I went out, people were either like judging me or hating me
No,
or laughing at me.
I believe that, man. When you have so many people like telling you to just game end, die, you're a loser, you look like whatever person that they have that they've called you. Yeah, you're gonna start thinking while you're walking outside, it's them. As soon as someone looks at you or looks in your direction, you're like, they know me. They know my face. They've seen me. Oh crap! They know I play Rodrick, and it's gonna mess up your mind.
And as a result, he'd just
Screw
retire from
that.
acting completely.
It kind
I
of ruined
don't
my
blame
acting
him.
career. And to be honest, I never really liked acting.
The saddest part, as suggested here, was that he didn't deserve any of it. His style was chosen by the production team.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
man.
wasn't my idea at all. I don't know why they decided to go with this weird haircut. I just remember going to the makeup trailer every day and having them put an insane amount of hairspray until it
Yeah, I assumed it wasn't his choice, but yeah, they should have just given him a better haircut. It would have. He wouldn't stand out as much as he did. Like, yeah.
turned into like this really crusty, hard helmet bob.
And as a result, everyone instead began to defend him. The internet owes you an apology, my man. Sometimes people forget that actors are real people with real feelings. Goes through a 3-year depression slump and comes back to forgive his undeserving audience. What a class act. Wishing you the best, Charlie. I do know nothing declared we should be ashamed.
What I'm trying to get across is that we shouldn't have attacked Wright or
Oh.
anyone
I watched it. I watched this guy's videos.
else. Our best option should have been to stay silent and not watch the movie because Wright is a human being.
He's like the American Memulus.
While Twitter began to state, while I personally
nicer.
hated the movie and the characters, including Rodrick, Charlie Wright should
I'd say but nicer, but he's just American, so obviously he's automatically nicer.
While I personally hated the movie and the characters, including Rodrick, Charlie Wright should never have received those nasty comments. Therefore, his positive attitude has been extremely admirable.
Do you regret doing the movie? No, not at all. It was and still is the best acting experience I've ever had in my life, and I find myself very lucky to have been able to do that movie and portray that character.
Props to him, man. Damn, that internet's scary, man. It's so scary. But I appreciate it as well because I don't know, freedom is a double-edged sword, man. You gotta take the good with the bad if you're gonna have the freedom to like just post anything. I don't like governments like policing it unless it's like obviously to cause harm on people. That should be policed. But anyway, I'll probably start watching these movies. I want to watch these movies, to be honest. I feel like I missed out on something as a child, like because I've seen so many people have those books and they talk about the movies. Never once delved into it. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All that jazz. Check out my Discord where you can suggest any. Dude, I'm starting all over the place. Don't forget I'm ESL, so where you can suggest any videos for me to watch, playlists, compilations, any of that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bad outro, bad intro.